here's how this went down. Jon reached out to me, who you're going to get to meet shortly here in this video, and said, I'm selling an entire Amazing Spider-Man collection, one through all of the legacy numbers, including annual, something like 905 issues. Plus, I'm also selling Web of Spider-Man, the entire run, plus the annuals, and Spectacular Spider-Man, the entire run, plus the annuals. Those are basically the three biggest series for the character of Spider-Man. It's like the complete set, collector's dream of a complete run of Spider-Man. We went back and forth on prices. Long story short, we couldn't come to an agreement on the price for me to purchase the collection, which I'll talk more about later in the video as to why I passed on this collection. But then I thought, what if we did a video where I introduce you and Randy? Jon and Randy are the owners of this collection that are selling this collection. I'll showcase the collection, have you guys come on the show, and then I can bow out. So in the description of this video, there is links, exhaustive descriptions and links for this collection. These two gentlemen went to great lengths to adequately describe, categorize, and list out this collection. So there's an entire spreadsheet that shows every single issue in the collection and the condition. There is a lot of restoration in those early issues of Spider-Man, which we talk about later in the video. There could be some potential there to have that restoration removed, but these two gentlemen seem like they are pretty well versed in, obviously they've been in the hobby for a long time. They understand grade, condition, stuff like that. There's also a link in the description to a file with, I believe, front and back pictures of every book, at least every book that's important, and contact info for these gentlemen as well. So you should have, all of the information you need right there to do your own research, look up the prices and values, and see if this might be something that you're interested in. They're asking $22,500. They believe it's worth somewhere around $33,000 for just the Amazing Spider-Man. That doesn't include the other two complete runs of Web of Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man. Essentially, they're just throwing those in there as well. They will ship it anywhere in the country for $500. And once again, this is between you two. You have to do your due diligence on this. Essentially, my only involvement is presenting this collection to the community. And, I've got to know these two gentlemen, Jon and Randy, over the last couple weeks. So they seem like outstanding, genuine, trustworthy people. And to that end, what's in it for me? I left it in their hands. I said, hey, if a sale comes out of this and because of my efforts, just shoot me whatever you think is fair. So that's, how much I trust these guys, even though I just met them, as they seem like they absolutely will take care of me and do what's fair. We didn't even stipulate what the commission is because, it's not too big of a deal for me. This is just a cool opportunity to see a complete run of Amazing Spider-Man and hopefully, connect some collectors out there in the community to make an awesome deal. Make sure to let me know if you do pick this up, how it all goes. I'd be dying to find out. So let's hop into the computer and meet Randy and Jon. All right, Jon and Randy, thank you so much for coming on the show. We are excited to take a look at this epic Amazing Spider-Man collection. But before we do, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves and maybe the collection, how you guys came into possession of it?
Okay, yeah. My name is Randy Neiman. I've been a lover and collector of comics for many years. I remember collecting with my dad, and we would buy a couple books when I was probably starting when I was about 8 years old. I collected for maybe 20 years, and I had a really nice collection. I finally sold it, went traveling the world, and I always remembered that love. And I've been getting back into it now for, I would say, another, for about the last 4 years. So, and that love is still there. And yeah, just really happy to have that love and passion in my life. So, Jon, did you?
Yeah, so kind of similar. I started reading comic books when I was 9, 10 in the mid 80s. And then I eventually started collecting comic books a couple years later in the mid late 80s. And it was something that I did with my father as well. We would we'd do our weekly visits to the comic book stores together. And then been collecting ever since, on and off, with a few gaps here and there. But yeah. And I met Randy actually through music, and we discovered that we share this love for comic books.
Yeah. we met at the community college, and it's been a friendship, and really good guy. So yeah, I appreciate that very much. As far as
Awesome.
as far as the collection is concerned, a buddy of mine approached me, and I'm not really into social media that much, but he found an advertisement on Facebook, and he said, "Hey, this guy has some comic books. You might want to get a hold of him." And so I said, "Thank you so much." And I contacted the guy, and I went over, and a really personable gentleman, maybe late 60s, early 70s. And he had a lifelong collector as well here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And he would buy any comics that he could afford at the time, and he didn't have a lot of money. So really nice guy, but he said it was time for him to let go of this collection because he had to do some work around his house, and he had to do some stucco work. And it was just, you have to establish priorities in life. So I was fortunate enough to meet with him, have a rapport with him, and we negotiated a price, and I was able to help him fulfill his goals. And he allowed me to really tap into that love of comic books once again. So it was very mutual. The collection, I don't know exactly how many comic books were there. There were about, I would say, 23 long boxes, and then there were several short boxes, and then other just cardboard boxes. And went ahead and picked up the collection, and the backbone of the collection, and the character that he loved most was Spider-Man, and is Spider-Man. So yeah, everything was focused around that. And when I said that early on, that he was a wealth of knowledge, he knew all the nuances, all the different tie-ins with the different characters, but his love is Spider-Man. He had a few other Superman and Batmans and things like that, but Spider-Man was his heart and soul. And the collection is a run of Amazing Spider-Man that goes all the way from the first issue. He did not have an Amazing Fantasy 15 in there. He had a copy of it, and he was a reader. So, but he did have a #1 Spider-Man all the way up through 833. So, and that's when he stopped collecting at that point. Once again, he also had other collections. So he had a run of Web of Spider-Man. He had a run of Spectacular Spider-Man. And yeah, he just really, truly loved Spider-Man. So I feel really honored to have enjoyed the comic books myself. I've read several issues again, just remembering when I was a kid. And so yeah, really excited to pass this on to somebody else that will really love it and cherish it. And I think it's a great opportunity from 0 to 100. You're going to be able to get into a Spider-Man collection. You're not going to have gaps. You're not going to have anything in it. It's all there. It's really nice in that.
Yeah. Let's check them out. Let's take a look at some Spider-Man. I'm excited.
Spider-Man. Okay, so we're just going to kind of flip through them. This is the first issue. All we did was basically drop the books in a new bag with a new cover on it, just to protect them. This Spider-Man #1 is complete. Counted the pages. It does have a little insect damage here. Complete cover detached, and it's a remastered copy. As you can see, he probably got it at a secondhand store. But yes, it is a complete #1 Spider-Man. The #2, you can see that it has some issues in that type, but he read them over and over again. #3 is missing a back cover, and we have a complete description of all the books that people can look at and get a good idea. We also took pictures when John and I categorized and actually put everything in order. We took a picture of the front cover and the back cover so people can look at them. And we also flipped through it just basically, and we tried to describe anything that we saw at the time. So #4, #5. Is that coming through okay, Brian?
Yeah, looking great.
Okay, excellent.
So cool to just see a complete run, and it would be such a joy to, go through it, read it in the original form before, if anybody was to get these slabbed up.
Absolutely. And they have been read. There are condition issues on some, but it is complete. And once again, you can upgrade as you go along. I think it would be a great starting collection or for somebody, and then they could upgrade along the way, or for the experienced Spider-Man collector. And they have that smell. Everybody talks about the smell. Yes, they had that smell.
So can you talk a little bit about the restoration? I know that there's quite a bit of restoration on some of these, but can you talk a little bit about?
Yes, what we saw, we did notice that the owner did touch up. I don't think there was any malice intended. He just wanted the best looking books. When we put the description together, we put a tear seal, but actually what it is, it's more of stickers, like a little excess that might be on a book of stamps or something. So you have that little extra bit of sticker. He would do that just to protect it, just so it didn't tear further. So if you do see a tear seal in the description, that's pretty much what it is. It's not glue necessarily on it.
Do you think some of the restoration is small enough that it could be easily removed? Or
Absolutely. And all the ones that were noted are the ones that, we looked at it pretty closely. And if there was one little dot that was dubious or suspect, we just notated it. I mean, it's true in our intent and truly what we thought. So everything is honest.
So if you put it on the spreadsheet, if it was just one little dot, how would you have notated that on the spreadsheet?
A minor amount of color touch, I think, is
slight color touch.
Slight color touch, yeah.
So slight could be a tiny little dot. What about if it was? Did you find any that had extensive?
Yes, I believe the number 14, which had several strikes with a black marker. I didn't see any other colors, so it was just wherever there was a black area, sometimes along the spine, and you probably know this pretty well.
Right. So it sounds like you know these books very, very well. So if somebody was interested and they wanted to know particularly about, say, can issue number 5 color touch be removed, that's something that they could contact you and you can answer for them.
Oh yeah, whatever questions are out there about anything, absolutely. We can sit down with them. We can open up the books and
okay.
Whatever issue they're talking about.
It's an ongoing issue with CGC. For CGC, when they notate color touch, slight can be 2 square inches of surface area, and when you say slight, it could be a tiny little dot. So it's just something that I wanted to clarify there. So awesome. All right. What else did you go on to show? So we got the full, let's do some more ASM keys from the first run. Show the whole thing in its entirety there for the first run.
Okay. So here we have the entire Amazing Spider-Man run here.
Beautiful.
Okay, we'll go ahead and kind of flip through some of them. We started here. What did we end at? Number 20. So 21, and just kind of to flip through a few of them. First Molten Man. Cool cover. Love that one. And then I'll flip to, let's see, oh yeah, Rhino. And this is this is a UK variant.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of UK price variants. They're just way more rare, and huge fan.
Kingpin first cover. Let's see. Just kind of flipping through, so whichever one comes up.
I know that there's thousands of people drooling at this point.
I'm drooling over them as well. I just love the covers and just
every single issue.
Is that what's on my shirt? That's what it is.
There we go.
All right, so let's do those blue tabs you have there, and then we'll.
Jon had marked some here, so there's one right there, 121.
So the 129 is just right there too.
Okay.
Beyond
Let me
that.
flip that.
122, of course. There you go.
Ah, looks familiar. Yeah. Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
and I'm just flipping through here. Let me go ahead and run to where another blue tab is at here.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
Does it have a little yellow bar in the top right corner?
oh,
It does not.
Okay. I always check.
Yeah.
so we got that here. Keep flipping through. Oh, there you go. Another newsstand.
And the tattoos are intact in this book. There is a spine split on it, but the tattoos are all there. It's
Nice. Newsstand as well.
funny.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, 252. Beautiful.
Let's see.
Saving books.
Nice. Newsstand. 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 Hell yeah.
There you go.
And this one's high grade.
Beautiful.
Okay.
High grade newsstand.
All right.
Is that newsstand? Oh,
Oh,
that's super hard to find newsstand.
And then let's see. Oh, McFarlane issues.
And we have a few of them marked. We came across a couple of Mark Jeweler issues too, but we weren't really on the lookout for them. But there are a few in there. They're on the spreadsheet marked on.
Nice.
Yeah, there may be more.
Yeah, none of the keys, I don't think, really.
Okay.
360 and then 361. Yeah.
Nice.
And then all right. Let's flip to the tabs here. Oh, this one's
Is that newsstand? Does it say direct edition?
It's a direct at the bottom, yeah.
Okay.
On that particular one.
Is there any newsstands in those later 400, 500 issues? Did you find?
I don't remember newsstands in there. They would be marked on our spreadsheet.
Is that one say direct edition? That anti-venom 569?
569. And there's the anti-venom right there.
Yeah. Right. So does that say direct edition in the bottom left?
It is a direct edition, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's another one that's just a ghost in a newsstand.
And then some beautiful covers.
Oh, are those direct?
Yeah, they are. And all the later stuff is high grade. Majority of it.
Awesome.
And then not only that, here's all the superior stuff. Go on here. Looks like John's got some other ones marked here. And this is where the annuals begin.
All right.
So we have a full set of annuals as well to complement that. Number one. And so on. And once again, all the latter issues are in beautiful condition. And over here we have some spectacular Spider-Man. 1, 2, all the way through. Let's see, 27 would be a big one, I would think.
Nice.
And then,
Nice. Complete run of Spectacular. That's awesome.
yeah, with the annuals as well.
Amazing.
So, flip real quick and yeah, all the way through 250 there.
And I had to put some others over there, but
Oh, nice.
it's all the way up.
Okay.
That's 328 issues.
Great.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
And then looks like some annuals here. Shall we take a quick look at the webs?
Yeah. If you're new here, we're giving away a Mark Jewelers copy of Star Wars 42, the first comic book appearance of Boba Fett. All you have to do is sign up for the newsletter at brycecomics.com. While you're at brycecomics.com, check out the new inventory. Use code COLLECT10. That code is always active. And give me a follow over on Instagram for trades for grails. I got some new grails incoming. So if you're interested in trading your collection for a grail, I would recommend getting your books in a list and ready to go for when those new grails hit my Instagram page. Hit that notification bell on Instagram, and let's enjoy the rest of this video.
We also have a complete run of Web of Spider-Man as well. So, and I'm just picking up some random issues here. And that's
great.
Beautiful, beautiful. Just to give you an idea there.
Awesome. All right, so let's talk a little bit about pricing. One of the things that I appreciate so much about what you guys have done with this is how much work you've put into it. I mean, with the complete list, with the condition, with pictures of everything. And once again, everyone, those links to all that's going to be in the description of the video. But you also looked a lot at pricing. And I want to just mention, a lot of people are probably wondering, like, why didn't I buy this collection? And the truth is that I'm moving my shop soon, and whenever I buy a collection, you know, I have to do my own pricing. And because of the restoration and the sheer amount of books, I just didn't have the time to go through and price it myself. But I know that you spent a lot of time pricing it, John, and you came up with a number, I believe was $33,000 based off of what you saw listed on My Comic Shop. Is that correct? Did you go by listed prices or sold prices?
Listed prices, so asking prices, yes, and a little bit of GPA analysis when I couldn't find something.
Okay.
Off of raw books when I could. I cut 40 to 50% off on anything with restorations or with color type.
So you're definitely in the ballpark there. Retail value somewhere around $33,000. Your asking price is $22,500. Is that correct?
Christmas special, yes, absolutely. And the 33,000 was just for the Amazing Spider-Man run. That's including the Spectacular and Web, just because we're trying to keep the big three together and just make it even better.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so there you have it, folks. And you guys are located in New Mexico, correct?
We do. We live in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Beautiful area of the world.
Okay, so New Mexico, and you're willing to ship, correct?
We are, absolutely.
Okay.
And thanks for your guidance on that. Yes, we'll ship anywhere in the country for $500 flat rate. And we are happy if it's in New Mexico, we can deliver, or anybody can pick it up at no cost, of course.
Wow, oh, that's great.
Come visit.
Yeah, no, that's a great $500 per. I mean, just to give everyone else an idea, it's going to cost them more than that to ship it. So they're definitely footing some of the bill. So that's a great little bonus there as well. Yeah, so there you have it, guys. All the details. If I'm bowing out of this. I hope that another collector. It can connect with you, and you guys can work it out. I'm honored and grateful to be able to, first of all, to look at this comic book history. That's always an absolute joy. But to be able to connect with you guys and hopefully to connect you with another, someone who can appreciate this and hopefully also make some money off it. It's just the greatest hobby in the world because of all those things.
We think alike on that, and truly want to thank you, Bri, for your consideration and your contributions to the comic book hobby. And it was out of your kindness that you even are helping us here and giving us an opportunity to let the world know that we do have this collection and let them know that it's available. And so thank you for that. That's very kind of you.
Yes,
yeah, my pleasure. It truly is my pleasure. So thank you guys, and thank you everyone still watching. Thanks for sticking with us to the end, and thank you once again, Randy and John, for coming on the show, and thanks everyone for sticking with us all the way to the end of the video. We'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye. All right. All right. Checka, checka, checka. Checka, 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 checka. Checka, checka. All right. I'm gonna just hold it. Hold this mic. Checka, 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 checka. All right. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you once again. It's Randy and Jon, right?
Yes.
Yes.
thank